up, everybody? Colin here. Here we are for the Pennzoil Cup Series for the charity event. We come here to Daytona Motor Speedway. Homestead renovated to try to attract more viewers, as it has replicated Daytona's layout in hopes that more fans will come out. And looking in those stands, you can see it worked. There's your starting lineup. Don't know how many cars are in this race, wasn't informed, but I'm sure it's a lot. And anyways, we will cut to a quick commercial break. You know, those lawsuits won't pay them.
Drivers ready!
Hey, wait, whoa. What are we racing for anyway?
For fun? How about let's race for
Pennzoil.
Go! Ah! I just ripped out the road, buddy. Harvick! Sorry. No problem.
Hey, wait, whoa. What are we racing for anyway?
Go! Let's race for
Pennzoil.
Just wrecked in turn 5. Last lap.
We need you in the pits. Oh, dang.
Nice race, guys. Nice race, guys. Yeah. Hey, get out of the way.
Sorry about your little car, Ryan.
And we are back on this beautiful Sunday afternoon for charity event racing as the pace car takes him out for the pace lap. Oh, and a few drivers did not expect that jump to be there, apparently. And yes, Homestead's renovations included a jump on the backstretch. In a poll conducted by the track, that was voted most likely to bring in new fans. So they went with it, and I think it's doing a good job, but the drivers sure are suffering for it. Boy, it's a shame to see only 6 cars left in this race. If I could count, I would see there's 5, but anyways, we have 5 cars coming to the green flag. Ignore the terrorist attack that just happened. Hope everyone in the stands is okay, but green flag is out in the air, and the 12 car driven by Jack Porkins this week is going to get a big push by Jay Barker. Oh, and Barker up into the wall, and that's a catastrophe. Jay Barker, one of the favorites coming in here. He is no longer going to be a part of the equation. Oh, and Brian Boone also on his hood, and he was also one of the favorites coming in here, and he is now tumbling on his roof. But as for the 2 leaders, Porkins and Petrie, and they're going to do some synchronized jumping through the corners up here. If you call a straightaway a corner, and the Daytona Motor Speedway backstretch is now going to come down the hill. Oh, and the pace car, one of the favorites coming into this race. He is stuck high and dry on that catch fence. And look at Derek Petrie coming down pit road. And spotter communication, I could not look at that car any longer. I agree with you, Derek Petrie. That looks like some asparagus and maybe Pepto-Bismol mixed together on a car. Whoever designed that should be beaten in a dark room. But as for Jack Porkins taking over the 12, he is going to take that jump way too fast. And he called up Big Motorsports, asked for the ride, and he is not delivering, tumbling down the backstretch. What an amateur move. But look who's coming to join him. Webster Zygarde in the 77 taking over for the retiring Cody Russell. And now it looks like they are stuck on the curb, and both drivers have gotten out of their cars. They are pushing with all their might to get them back on the track. It is a race. Who will get their cars back on the track first? Oh no, and here comes the Lakitu from Super Mario has taken away Webster Zygarde and Jack Porkins' cars. Oh, and that's such a shame. And they are going to end the race as a DNF. But here comes Zach Rain. Rookie out of some place I honestly forget. But he is going to come across the line. And Zach Rain will see the checkered flag and win $40 billion in the charity event. What an incredible outcome. Who saw Zach Rain coming? But honestly, he was one of the favorites to win the race. And all we have to do is see him come around and take the checkered flag in victory lane. And breaking news, Zach Rain apparently is... We've lost Zach... Where's Zach Rain? We don't know where Zach Rain is. And there's a car doing backwards donuts on the front stretch. Who else is that but Ryan Dunn? And it appears Zach Rain has gotten lost in all the calamity. I don't think he was able to make it back from going over the Daytona Motor Speedway jump. Trademark pending. But as for Ryan Dunn, he will take the win as he was the only car to come back. And that is amazing, as Jay Durrell obviously would have liked to finish first and get that $40 billion, but you'll have to suffer for $3.50. But hey, I mean, you get what you can get, right? That'll buy something. Pack of gum for the team, you know. Gotta help your team out there for giving you such a fast car. But anyways, as we look down the grid, do hope some of these drivers are okay. We saw some pretty bad hits, I must say. Don't usually admit it too often, but I am worried about some of these guys' health. But in the meantime, that wraps up Season 1 of the Pennzoil Cup Series. We'll see you next time, where we go to Jupiter for the next race. And that'll be sure an exciting event to watch. Wait, I'm not done! Hello everyone, this is Colin on the ASCA League channel, and here we are for the Pennzoil Pro Series and Race 25, the annual charity event in the off-season. We have 20 drivers this year ready to take it to the track to try to score some eyes from some onlooking sponsors. As we see the starting lineup, Kyle Singer and Jay Durrell parade the field around on the front row, with Rick Witt, Nicholas Smudio, and Aaron Lukes rounding out the top 5. But as always, we also have some drivers not normally in the Pennzoil Pro Series, such as Robert Harrison, Colin Denton, Eric Monaco. Some drivers returning from last year, others making their very first career start in the series. So we'll have to see who performs here today and who is left in the dust as we see the pace car go on to pit road and the field of 20 ready to take the green flag 14 laps around Homestead, Miami. And the green flag sitting here. What a jump. Kyle Singer out front in this 14-lap race. It is a dash. And you have to make sure you're at the front at the end, because this is not a points-paying event. Every one of these drivers is here for one reason, and that reason is to win. Aaron Lukes now going to dive to the inside. He will be going to Old Spice Racing next year, and he also wants to show off for his future team. This race is in the off-season, and it is going to be the most recent race we look back on when starting the new season. So drivers also are here to look stunning for their future team owners and maybe future prospects as well. Sponsors from all over are here at this race, scoping out young new talent. One of the drivers, Jack Porkins, from last year was able to get the victory last season, and he had Anheuser-Busch sign on for a multi-year sponsorship package with Jack Porkins, and that eventually will lead him to national racing to drive the number 9. Jack Porkins looking to be a big competitor next season, and once again showing that he has what it takes to go back-to-back here in the charity event as he rounds the corner to take lap 4, and he will lead the field. But as we see, this track is very much like a super speedway in that the field cycles around. The inside line is just so much better than the outside, but when you get out front in the clean air, your car pushes up the track and the cars behind you are able to take advantage of it. You see the 26 Eric Monaco to the lead with John Cittadino on the inside, and you can see Jack Porkins dropping like a rock now on that outside. That is not going to work for him. Robert Harrison now to the front of the field in that 28. Malley Motorsports, this will be their last career start as they have 4 cars entered in this field before selling off their equipment, and Malley Motorsports would love to get one more win. Remember, their last career victory, even though it was an unofficial race, came here with Jack Porkins when Jack was driving the number 93. But just behind him, Colin Denton that's not just for this weekend. That will be his future ride. Big Motorsports' number 77 will be rebranded as a 64, and rookie Colin Denton will be taking to the seat, looking to have a great performance and possibly the best equipment out there. John Gilbert driving the 15 for the future P2P Motorsports. This team also is going to be rebranded. They'll be switching to Chevrolets and running the 82 machine as P2P Motorsports, moving up from the Copa Amateur Series to full-time Pennzoil Pro Series competition. And looking up front, Kyle Singer, Addison Steinbach, two big names who started out front, are at the back now. And you see, look at the lap count right now. It took them 7 laps to fall to the back. If things play out, this could be a strategy call, and it could take them 7 laps to move their way up to the front. Because look at that field. They are pack racing 3 wide through the corners. Last year did not end out too well, as there was a huge accident coming to 2 to go, and it ended up working out in Jack Porkin's favor. And right now the pack is only stirring. And you see Colin Denton, he was just out front, but now he has slipped his way back through the field and getting passed by some of the seasoned veterans like Rick Witt, Zach Komoski. That's one of the beautiful things about this race. You get to see some of the upcoming talent mixed in with some of the already proven drivers in the field. Zach Komoski, a Daytona champion. Jay Durrell, too, is inside, a Pennzoil Pro Series overall champion. And definitely some big names in this field here today. And sponsors looking on as they watch these drivers. But out front, Alexander Rowe and Jack Porkins fighting side by side. Porkins has found his way back out front. And we also see Aaron Lukes, but this may have been too early unless they are able to hold off the field. But when I'm looking through the back right now, I like the looks of maybe Rick Witt, Kyle Singer. We mentioned they were at the back at lap 7, and they are about halfway up through the field, at halfway through the second half of the race. They're looking very strong, and they may have put themselves in the right position, but look at Ryan Kendall just behind in the 17 car. He's also in a very good position, and if those cars in front of him go too fast, he might be there at the end. So we'll just have to see how this all plays out as 4 laps to go in the field, with John Arndt right now out front in the number 4 car, but he's going to get pushed to the outside. And you see everyone on the inside. Look at this field. Rick Witt, John Cittadino, Ryan Kendall, Stuart Gratton, and there's a car in the wall, and that is big. That was Addison Steinbach we're riding on board with, and he is done from competition with 3 laps left. Oh, and that will leave Robert Harrison out front with a huge lead. Coming to 2 to go. Malley Motorsports, Robert Harrison. This is how Jack Porkins got his victory. Oh, but I think that may have happened too quickly. We'll have to go see what happened in the replays. But as for now, they are racing. Rick Witt, Ryan Kendall, teammates. Will they be able to get up there and catch him? Oh, it's going to be close for sure. Out at turn 4. And Robert Harrison just has to hold on for his first career victory and his first ever Pennzoil Pro Series start. But it's going to be close. In fact, they may catch him down the backstretch, I would think. Here comes Ryan Kendall. Jack Porkins right on his back bumper. And they have caught him. Will Robert Harrison throw the block? He pushes down a little bit, but Kendall is there. Kendall to the inside. And through turns 3 and 4, Harrison's dreams of winning are up in smoke as he goes to the outside. But Ryan Kendall, no competition, and he will win the 2017 Pennzoil Pro Series charity event. And what a race to the finish. Kendall had 1 shot through turns 3 and 4 to complete the pass, and he did that beautifully. And he was so effective, he just drove away everyone down the backstretch. And a battle to the end for sure. And what a race, as John Gilbert and Jack Porkins are going to fall short in 2nd and 3rd. We're going to look here, and that was Steinbach. 4 wide did not go well. John Arndt was right up there in the mix. Unfortunate to see him out. And Kyle Singer, we were talking about him having a very good shot. He was there, just was not meant to be. As you see Rick Witt able to scoop by, but he almost overreacted to that accident and slowed down. That's what allowed Robert Harrison to jump out and get that huge lead. And on his outside, there goes Cittadino. Was not able to capitalize on his opportunity, but here's the run down the backstretch that got Ryan Kendall the win. And down into turn 3. And you can see he just never let off the gas there. He was through it all the way until he saw the checkered flag, and 3 wide behind him. Robert Harrison might have been able to salvage actually a second place from that, but I think maybe Gilbert was ahead. I think Porkins will have to settle for 4th. But Ryan Kendall earlier scored a victory at Darlington, considered it his biggest victory of his career. It was able to get him into the playoffs, but this might just be as big, as Kendall will secure the top spot. And Porkins will indeed finish 4th, but still a great follow-up run from last year's winner. Aaron Lukes will round out the top 5. And how about some of our Copa Amateur Series regulars? Sebastian Torres in 6th, Alexander Rowe in 9th. They gave it all and had great runs out here today. And down the grid you see Rick Witt. He was right there in 2nd, but was just not able to finish off the race like he wanted to. And a few of the drivers that had problems at the end, Kyle Singer or John Arndt, Addison Steinbach, were just not there at the end. But hey, that is all from the Pennsville Pro Series and Copa Amateur Series in 2017. And I want to thank everybody so much who has tuned in all season long, and everyone who participated. We have been all over the country racing, the 25 races of the Pennsville Pro Series and 16 of the Copa Amateur Series, and it has been an excellent season. I thank everyone who's tuned in this time and has continued to watch all through Season 4. Season 5 will be coming up shortly. 2018 will be even better than this year, if that's possible, and we will try to do it again, and it will be an amazing run. We saw Jay Barker win the Pennsville Pro Series. We saw Mareta Zrischel win the Copa Amateur Series. Ryan Kendall, a charity event. Who will do it all again next season? Find out next year on the ASCA Elite channel.
Every sky will build my
I'm looking at you through the glass. Don't know how much time has passed. Oh God, it feels like forever, but no one ever tells you that forever feels like home. Sitting all alone inside your head. How do you feel? That is the question. But I forget you don't expect an easy answer. When something like a soul becomes initialized and folded up like paper dolls and little notes, you can't expect a bit of folks. So while you're outside looking in, describing what you see, remember what you're staring at is me. Cause I'm looking at you through the glass. Don't know how much time has passed. All I know is that it feels like forever. No one ever tells you that forever feels like home. Sitting all alone inside your head. How much is real? So much to question. An epidemic of the mannequins, contaminating everything we thought came from the heart, but never did right from the start. Just listen to the noises, instead of voices, before you tell yourself it's just a different scene. Remember, it's just different from what you've seen. I'm looking at you through the glass. Don't know how much time has passed, and all I know is that it feels like forever. But no one ever tells you that forever feels like home. Sitting all alone inside your head. Cause I'm looking at you through the glass. Don't know how much time has passed, and all I know is that it feels like forever. But no one ever tells you that forever feels like home. Sitting all alone inside your head. And it's the stars that shine for you. And it's the stars that lie to you, yeah. I'm looking at you time has passed. Oh God, it feels like forever, but no one ever tells you that forever feels like home, sitting all alone inside your head. Cause I'm looking at you through the glass, don't know how much time has passed. All I know is that it feels like forever, but no one ever tells you that forever feels like home,